All right, you guys. Which Disney album, do you throw on in the car, roll the windows down, kick back, and just go cruising?
All that and more on this episode of My Disney Addiction Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Hey, everybody. It is your numero uno ghost host, Monsieur Chris.
Wow, was that your French accent?
Oh, it sounded a little Mexican, kind of wet too.
A little ghouly.
French.
You're sliding in between so many. But hey, I give you credit. And this is your Disney detective, Greg. We're back with another episode.
Holy smoky.
I know, and we're excited for this episode, I gotta say.
So Greg here was nice enough to provide us with some Disney mugs. They're kind of like, they're pretty cool. They kind of like got sketches of Mickey Mouse himself.
Well, we had to look the part. You know, we're Disney podcasters, so of course we need Disney-themed mugs.
Yeah, so it actually has like descriptions on like details of like here's how you draw, where to draw it, like positions and things like that. So it's really cool.
And it has the animator too. I think Don Towley, and he dated it like July 20th in 1937.
That's pretty sick.
37.
So, what do you think, Greg? Because you got this, and you got a full set, so it came with like plates and everything?
That's right. I know. I have it all decked out in my cupboard, and I think I'm the bee's knees. Or in your vernacular, all that in a bag of chips.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I said that to a kid one time, and they had no idea what that meant. They're like, what does that mean? I'm like, you got the full meal, plus you got that bag of chips on the side, you know, all that in a bag of chips, and they were like, what? So don't worry about it. I'm not cool. Just leave that as that.
We're just saying that we're cool.
Yeah, I'm the hippest thing around town. All right, we'll stop that now. All right, guys, we are back, and you never introduced yourself, did you?
I did.
You did?
I did, because maybe you were thinking about like, oh my gosh, what kind of accents did I do, and it came out so weird. I don't know.
Maybe I just tuned you out like I normally do. That's probably it.
Sad truth. Sad truth.
Guys, we are back. We are at it. So today we're going to have a fun discussion. Make sure you guys play along, comment below. But before we really get into the meat and potatoes of the discussion, remember, like, comment, subscribe. That definitely helps out the channel. All right, people, let's talk music.
Yes, and I mean, if Disney is known for two things, it's their animation and then their music that accompanies said animation.
Well, and parks.
And parks, and their storytelling, and their voice acting, and their characters.
And
so they're known for a lot of things, but what I'm saying, like trying to make this a part of this episode.
No.
They're really good at making music.
They know how to do their music for sure.
They're earworms.
They're
earworms. Have you heard that before?
I know what it is.
Yeah, it's just like a song's so catchy, gets stuck in your head, even if you don't even listen to it, or if you listen to it right after. So it's one of those great ones. Of course, earworms can get a tad annoying, but
especially if you get a worm in your brain, that's bad news.
That is bad news bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be out for the count.
So are you saying Disney will kill us with their music?
I'm saying that Disney music will be in our heads, in our minds, in our hearts when we die.
All right. You heard it here first.
That's right. The first existential Disney question.
All right, guys. So let's kind of talk about some of our favorite Disney albums. So now, there's a plethora, Greg. Like, I mean, we're talking about like there's Disney TV show like records.
Yep.
There's like we sound old records like albums, things like that. But
vinyl.
The hipster generation came and kicked back in, so people start knowing what a record and a vinyl are now. So one of the things that we are going to be talking about is what specific like full album, not just individual song, but a full album. Like you could pop it in, one and done,
start to finish. You don't skip. You love every song, or you just think it tells the story very nicely.
Exactly.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do here is I am going to go check to see if that recording is going, because I don't have a screen popped out, so we're going to edit this part out.
Yes, we will, or we won't. Who knows?
Who knows what happens?
Who knows? This is the fun of podcast magic making.
Right?
Doing good? Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Turn the volume down too, so it sounds vibrating. Stephanie asked if anyone had these headphones where we bought her some wireless headphones so she could read her tablet at night.
Oh, fun.
Because her share bad. Okay, so now let's get back to it. So what we were talking about. Okay.
Yep.
So no individual songs, Greg.
Nope.
Just albums.
Yep.
Now, since I'm a gentleman and I'm a nice guy, I will be glad to let you watch me go first. All right.
Good one.
Here's what we're gonna say. I'm not gonna lie. You guys knew it was coming. Let's just be honest here. Everybody knew. Lion King. Come on. Just come on. I just said Lion King, and you already heard the intro song from the movie. That's how great this is. Let's not even kid ourselves.
It perks you up.
Right?
It's a great start.
Like, I mean, you have amazing singing by Lee Boem. You have, Hakuna Matata. You have Lion Sleeps Tonight. You have the amazing score by the inevitable, indubitable Hans Zimmer. I mean, come on. Anything Hans Zimmer touches to gold.
Yep, and of course Sir Elton John lending his vocals.
Oh, so you didn't even let me finish.
I'm sorry. I get excited.
Sir Elton John. Oh my goodness. Dude, that's what I loved about 90s Renaissance music. You'd have like the main music, and then the last two like songs on the CD or the album were like famous artists covering the songs.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, loved it.
It's great.
So I think The Lion King,
okay,
that's one of the songs that I could listen to all the time. My favorite songs on the album were a handful. I mean, like you got the intro, you got Lion Sleeps Tonight. No, not Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Can You Feel the Love?
Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
But did do a little.
But it has to be, for me, I prefer the Elton John over the movie one.
I agree. Did you know that when they were recording that, Rick Astley just happened to be walking the halls, and Elton John was like, "Hey, mate, you want to lend your voice to some backing tracks?" And so he's in as a backup singer. And if you listen really closely, it's 100% Rick Astley. I'm like, that's my man right there. So that's a cool trivia fact. Listen to Can You Feel the Love Tonight studio version with Elton John, and you will hear Rick Astley. Let us know.
So I think that is a great one. One of my favorite songs from the score, I think, is Pride Rock. And I think it's called Return to Pride Rock. And that's when Simba has the little fight with the Scar and all the hyenas. So you get that sound. Then you get where it calms down and the rain's coming, and then you have the big intro of him going up to the top Pride Rock, roaring, and then it gets all back and fun and hype and pop and circumstance. Like that to me is like the favorite. Like that's my favorite score song in the entire movie.
I mean, you have to give it to Disney composers, because when you just listen to the score, it doesn't have to be lyrics, or you don't even have to watch the movie. When you listen to those songs, those scores, you're just thrown right into the movie, and it's another way to experience it, because you know what's happening, because of course you've seen it so often, and they do such a great job at retelling it through music. Yeah, I think it's very well done, and like you said, just a surge of emotion, different things going on, all in that track. It's great. So
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Hakuna Matata. I mean,
classic.
I mean, like that's a great one. I like, Just Can't Wait to Be a King.
Yep.
And those are obviously great songs, but there's a handful of them. I mean, like I said, I can listen to the whole album all the way through. It's a great soundtrack, but there's a handful of songs in there that I specifically go to. What kind of stinks, though, I'm not gonna lie, is when. So we'll be listening to because me and my wife generally don't pay for the subscriptions for like Spotify, Amazon Unlimited, or Pandora Unlimited. So when we listen to like Disney soundtrack, like the Disney playlists, they only play like the movie kid songs from those. It's like, oh man, I want to hear some of the scores. I want to hear the Elton John version of the song,
Right.
And it's like, come on, man. Which I could get if I listened to the full album, but I have to pay for the updated, like the upgrade subscription to get the full album, which kind of is annoying. Other fun fact. Ooh, actually, no.
I don't know where he's going with this. Where are you going?
Nyet. I had a spin-off that I was gonna do, but I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that sucker
for like later in this episode, or for a different podcast.
I'm gonna save that sucker for later.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Go.
You have me intrigued.
You do your thing, and then we'll jump back to me.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's all about Chris. Okay, but anyway, I don't know if you said your favorite song. Like, you listed some of your favorites. What's like your favorite? If you
Oh
had to choose?
jeez, no jeez.
Yeah.
It's gotta be the intro, man. It's
Okay.
gotta. No. No. Yeah.
This whole
It's
episode
return-
is just Chris just like interrupting me, saying, "No, I rethought it. It's this song. Nope, it's this song."
It's Return to Pride Rock. The score.
Oh, the
Hans
score.
Zimmer.
Okay.
It's just so amazing. Like,
It is good.
It goes from like intense, scary fight scene to very calm to very like epic to very like everything's happy and joyous. It's like it hits all the emotions in that one song. So it's great. To me, that's it. Don't get me wrong. Lee Bowen with the intro to The Lion King. Dude, you can't.
Magnifique.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But Greg, if you can take the what's the thing when a track runner hands off?
The baton.
Baton. Is that a baton?
Yeah, it is a baton.
Baton.
Yeah, with a B, not a P.
Baton.
Yeah,
Baton.
a baton's not a word, but a baton is. Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, cool. I want to say my favorite song from the Lion King album would be "I Just Can't Wait to Be King." I
Okay.
like that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, always gets me moving and grooving. Okay, so for me,
It's just interesting whenever you say whenever somebody says can't wait to be king, my brain immediately shoots to the colors of that song.
oh, the colors are so vibrant. It's great. I love the animation of that.
Sorry, I
of
didn't
that
mean to
song.
distract you.
No, it's not. Okay, so for me, my favorite beyond favorite Disney album is Hercules.
Hercules is a great one.
Yes. I mean, I love the ingenuity of taking a classic Greek mythology tale and to help tell the story, they added gospel to it to sort of make it a little bit more relevant, a little bit fun for the kids, for the parents. And yeah, it was just like a stroke of genius because of course, you know, there are muses in that kind of mythology. Who better to tell a story in music than a gospel choir who just like kicks butt, who hits those notes, who loves to dance. It was just great.
It's very
It
interesting.
gives me a very lighthearted, fun feeling whenever I watch or listen to that movie.
Yeah, it's interesting because like the gospel choir thing, it's kind of a spin-off of gospel Christian music, but Christianity hadn't happened. They were about like 400 years off.
Right, yeah, you're,
So
you're right. So yeah, if you look at it a little bit deeper, it's like, wait a minute, timeline doesn't match up. But
I mean, even to be,
regardless,
yeah.
it's just great. It's so catchy. That is definitely one of the albums that I'll just slip in. Do not need to skip any tracks.
Okay.
Even the score is great. I forget who did it. Maybe Alan Menken? I want to say
Was
Alan
it Alan
Menken did
Menken? No, I don't think Alan
No?
Menken did it.
it. Okay.
I don't think.
Yeah, my memory's a little rusty, but
Take a look.
regardless, yeah.
Take a look.
Regardless, though, the score is phenomenal. It really backs up the songs as well as the movie. It helps carry it. And some of my favorite songs from that album are "I Won't Say I'm in Love."
Oh, my wife loves that
Meg's,
song.
yeah, I mean, Meg's voice is sublime. I love it. And then of course you have the Gospel Truths 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, it was Alan Menken.
Hey, okay, good. Okay, I'm very glad that I was
It was
not
Alan
mistaken on my favorite Disney album. But anyway, yeah. So Gospel Truths, like 1, 2, and 3. I love that beginning. And then Zero to Hero. I mean, come on. Bless my soul, what's on the roll.
Yep.
Well, A Star Is Born.
You just said Zero to Hero.
One Last Hope. You know, the Phil Titi song. Danny DeVito kills it.
Danny DeVito kills anything, man.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
Danny DeVito.
I know. He's great in this movie.
Have
and
you ever
even
seen
looks
him
like
in
it.
Twins?
With Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, that is such a good movie.
I haven't actually, no.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's from the 80s. You guys got to see it.
Okay, cool. Add it to my list. But when we talk about scores now, like the actual composing of the movie, I really love Hercules' Villa. That's one of my favorites, as well as Meg's Garden. Now, granted, both of them are like around 1 minute to 2 minutes long, so they're really short, but they're sweet. I love it. Yeah.
So, for me, my favorite song in there is "Go the Distance." But once
I
again,
forgot Go the Distance.
the Michael Bolton version.
Michael Bolton.
So
Yes, I know. He was the celebrity. He was the celebrity singer for this album. Can you believe it?
Yeah, dude.
Can you believe it?
So like Michael Bolton's version
Oof.
of "Go
Packs
the
a
Distance"
punch, man.
is great. Michael Bolton's pipes, man. He's just God knows.
He's raspy.
Not many people. I don't think a lot of people don't give Michael Bolton his dues.
Yeah.
But he's a great singer.
I'm glad that you like it because my family is averse to him. They do not like it. My mom likes it. My dad's like, shut Soft. What are you getting at here? You're trying to make me angry? This is not a man singer. But the Spanish version of Go the Distance, I actually like better than the English version. It's by Ricky Martin.
Really?
It's so good, and when you watch the music video, like this guy goes all out. He's on a set, and there's a bunch of pyrotechnics that are just like blowing up behind him, and he's like really into it. It's intense. Highly recommend watching the Spanish version.
Yeah,
it's great.
So
yeah,
let's jump here because we're cutting through time real quick.
See, that's what happens when you talk Disney.
Yeah.
Just like the time just goes.
Man, I don't even know, man. There's so many albums that I want to get to.
Yep.
I'll name off. Oh shoot! Darn it! There's so many albums.
I know.
Okay. I'll name off. Well, let's kind of name off a couple, and then you can name off a couple because we only got about
let's do it.
A handful of minutes
let's
here.
Do it.
So, one of my favorite. And we'll instead of just rattling them off, we'll name one, say a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of speed it up a little
You
bit.
want to gloss over it.
Yeah. So here's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. What's your spin-off here?
My spin-off here was actually to be the second movie of Lion King. Lion King 2, Simba's Pride.
Okay, they have a good score.
That album.
They have a good album.
Is really good.
No way.
Yes.
Really? Okay. I for a second was gonna say you were gonna say Lion King 1.5.
No, Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Look up the album, and they came out with another set of songs with Lebo M based off of these movies called Rhythm of the Pride Lands, which is epic. Rhythm of the Pride Lands and the soundtrack for Lion King 2, Simba's Pride.
This is news to me.
Both these albums are just like, Rhythms of the Pride Lands are just like, it's like smooth, a little bit of rock, but very much influenced by African sounds and rhythms.
Wow, I'm a fan of that.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's amazing. I love it.
Wow,
it's
okay.
so good.
I know what I'm listening to tonight as I go off to Neverland.
But I think it's in the Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. One of my favorite song on there is Song for the Children.
Song for the Children.
It's really good. I'll have to have you listen to it when we switch between the next set of videos. Not that we record these in bulk.
Oh, no, of course not.
Because we switch shirts, so that means
clearly
obviously a different night.
We do it every week. We do it live.
Live. This is
live.
Yeah, this is actually Facebook Live.
That's right. Sort of.
Core. So,
okay.
Those are things I have to throw in Simba's Pride. And then, like I said, if you guys are able to, I had the 2 CDs. I don't know how easy it is to track these CDs down anymore, but you can find them on YouTube and just listen to the songs. Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, and then Rhythm of the Pride Lands.
Wow. Okay.
Go for it, man. Your turn.
Okay, for me, Tarzan.
Dude, I was gonna go there. Come on.
Tarzan. Oh, come on. Yeah. Hey,
dude.
you can't take all the good albums tonight here. Okay, so Tarzan I love because it's heavily influenced, again, like African beats, a thick, heavy drum beat drives all of the songs. Oh, of course, because Phil Collins does it. I love him as a singer. I think his peak was in this album. I mean, I like his solo stuff. I like his stuff with Genesis. But like, how can you not say Son of Man and Stranger Like Me?
Those are amazing songs.
Are prime Phil Collins. They're so good.
The other song that's in there that is, oh my gosh, what is it?
You'll Be in My Heart?
You'll Be in My Heart.
Oh, I love that one.
That song actually topped the billboards for a long time. And
it did?
I think it was like Smooth Rock or like something like that.
Yep, I'm not surprised. I love that song.
That was a great song. Now, what I liked about that, if you got the album.
Yeah, I do.
Well, one, if you bought the CD, it had the cover sheet, like the cover image, but then it was like a little book, and it showed different drawings with it, and that was really fun. But one of my favorite parts in that CD was Phil Collins actually did like a skit, scat with NSYNC.
NSYNC, yep, I have that version for Trash in the Camp.
For Trash in the Camp. That was awesome.
Dude, the harmonies?
Dude, it was
the acapella?
No, don't tell my wife. Don't tell my wife, because I think if we're gonna, and I'm not winning any cool points here, but
oh boy,
Backstreet Boys was better than NSYNC.
Really? I think NSYNC was better, man.
Dude, Backstreet Boys had more top 100 hits. They had more sales.
NSYNC has JT, Justin Timberlake.
That's one singer.
Frosted Tips, bro.
Okay, I grew up with Frosted Tips.
Bye. We're done. NSYNC is better. That's right.
Okay. Dude, you were like a baby when like those things were
That
big.
doesn't mean that I couldn't listen to the music in the early 2000s.
All right. No, I'd have to agree with you. I think the Tarzan album. I mean, some people, you're either hit or miss with the Tarzan movie. Nobody will disagree that album was not a great album.
Yep, 10 out of 10. It's
like
great.
my wife says, like Tarzan is it for me. She's like the only redeeming thing about that movie. Not the only redeeming thing, but like the thing that saves the movie for sure is the music.
Yeah. So cool fun fact is that like Phil Collins, he was a huge fan of Tarzan before coming on to this movie, but with Disney, like he read the Edgar Rice Burroughs novels.
Mm-hmm.
He knew Tarzan, so those songs were written by him. Like he didn't have any other help. Like,
well, not that he needed it.
Right. No, but I'm saying like to tell the story of Tarzan the way Disney wanted to. Like they gave him full, complete control, and he knocked it out of the park. And I have the special collector's edition of the Tarzan DVD, and on disc 2, you have some unreleased Phil Collins Tarzan music that I listened to the other day. Oh my god. I have it. It's amazing. If you want, you can borrow it, dude. It's so great. And he's just like messing around with like the bongo drums and some other drums. It's great.
I'm like
Chris's mind just got blown right
I'm just
now.
like almost like I'm getting giddy now.
I
Like a
know.
schoolgirl.
It's
like,
amazing.
what? I have
Yeah.
missed this.
I know. There's unreleased Phil Collins music.
Because when I got it, once again, you were probably too young, but when it came out, I
Yeah.
had it on VHS. I didn't
Okay.
have it on DVD.
Yeah, I got the special collector's edition.
Dang.
Yeah.
Because like that's the thing. Like I got all these movies during the Renaissance when
Right.
they were on VHS. So
Yeah.
by the time DVDs came out, I was already in high school.
Right.
And at that point, it's like I wasn't watching Disney movies like that often because
Yeah.
I was busy with high school stuff and
Right.
you know being too cool for school and all that stuff.
All that and bag of chips.
So
Yep.
I'm like right now, people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Let's-
you.
Let's jump on here. I'm gonna have to go with another favorite of mine. I'm gonna have to go with the soundtrack from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I feel like The Nightmare Before Christmas, I mean, it is so unique.
It is unique.
Now, I gotta remember it, because this is gonna
It's just
bust
not
my
my
brain.
uniqueness.
This is gonna bust my brain right now if I don't know this, because I wanna say I know who the composer is, and I wanna say it's Danny Elfman, but I think I'm wrong.
That sounds right, but again, I only watched half of Nightmare Before Christmas for the first time about 8 months ago.
You didn't even finish it.
I didn't even finish it. The songs were
Yes, Danny Elfman.
Right.
Well, I mean, obviously, Tim Burton and Danny Elfman are like hand in glove.
Right.
So, I mean, they've been doing stuff together for years and years and years. But I would have to say, though, like, I think the music is great. Like, What Is This? Like, that song with Jack Skellington, and then, like, the whole What Have I Done? Like, when, like, he crashes and he's in the, graveyard. Or This Is Christmas. Like, that whole montage is great. But, like, I think it's great. The sound is really cool.
Spooky yet fun.
Yep, or you have the Oogie Boogie Man.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have that song. I mean, it was really cool. And then there was a album, I forgot what it was, but it came out, and I don't even remember what the album was called. But essentially, they took a lot of like newish rock groups, and they redid all the songs. So like Korn did.
Oh, I think I know. I think the album is like, of course, like a medley or a compilation. We Love Disney, maybe.
I have no idea, but I know, like, but Korn. I don't know if they did the full album of this,
Korn.
but Korn did Oogie Boogie,
Wow.
and they were like sick. I loved it.
It was a good cover.
It was so good.
Because I know that Ariana Grande did.
Well, she just did
Zero to Hero, I think.
Well,
in
she
that
just
album.
did she? Because I know she did the she and what's her name were for the live action Beauty and the Beast. She and the other guy, I forgot what his name was, but she sang one of the
Oh,
songs.
she did.
Yeah, for
Cool.
Beauty and the Beast, the new one. So I would have to go with
Wow.
yeah, I'd have to go with the Nightmare Before Christmas. I think that's just a quintessential one for me. My mother-in-law actually got me the two-side vinyl of that.
Nice.
I've never played on it because like they put
Mint condition.
It's mint condition, and they keep like they have all the cool so they have some cool pictures on it.
Sure, yeah,
but I think it's a 2-disc set.
Yeah. awesome.
Because it also has the score music as well, which I think the score music for this is really good because I love Danny Elfman for his score music. Like one of the things that got me on to his music was the original Batman with Michael Keaton. That was a Tim Burton and Danny Elfman collaboration. It was, and that to me, like, that is like the music for Batman from Danny Elfman is like one of the quintessential like Batman theme songs.
Yep. And then Shirley Walker recomposed it for the animated series when it came out in '92.
I feel like we're getting off track.
We are a little bit,
but
for another day.
So this is one of the albums that I could throw on and I could listen to.
Very nice. I respect that, even though again I think because it came out in '93.
Yeah.
So of course that was when I was born. So it was like. It was a little scary. My parents didn't like me watching scary stuff, so I don't think we just ever watched it. You know, like the closest Disney Halloween theme property that I watched was Halloween Town.
Yeah.
So, but I digress. For me, just a fun one to throw in here before we run out of time is Emperor's New Groove. Okay. I think it's a really underrated album that flies under the radar of so many people because, of course, I think it's sort of reached cult status, the movie, just because it wasn't like the greatest BAM when it came out.
No.
It was off of like the whole, like the traditional Disney vibe. Mm-hmm. But it was a great buddy comedy.
Buddy film.
Yeah, you know, like a bromance. And the songs on there are great. And then they brought on some really hard-hitting artists like Sting.
Yep.
Sting came on and he sang like the theme. Of Emperor's New Groove. Of course, they placed his song during the credits. Who stays for the credits back then? Of course, now
That's
Disney trained us.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta stay until the end of the credits. Who knows if there's an extra scene? But yeah, Sting was placed at the end. Not a whole lot of people heard his sound, but it was really good. It was more of like a ballad. Mm-hmm. It's really, really like reggae-y in vibe, of course.
Yeah.
You have Tom Jones, who starts off the movie singing "Perfect World." That's still one of my favorite songs, like, in any genre. Like, that gets me moving. I always want to listen to it more and more. It's easily one that I repeat at least a couple of times. So you have Perfect World. You have Rascal Flatts even did one called Walk the Llama Llama.
Yep.
Yeah. And then finally Kronk's own theme music. I mean, I know it's not a part of the album, but I just had to bring it up. Wait, does this guy have his own theme music?
What? Is this guy singing his own theme music? I'm glad I'm unconscious.
Yeah, so definitely check out Emperor's New Groove. I do like the score better than the actual songs of the movie, but when you wrap them together, it's very, very solid, and I think you should take a second look at that album.
Just because we do have a little bit of time, I just got to throw in here, like, I don't think you can really go wrong with most of the albums of the Disney Renaissance.
No. Yeah. Like, the only one that I'm not familiar with is The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh my gosh, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah. That music, that score.
Maybe I should take a listen.
Goodness. Like the intro song, the pipes on the
organ or the
the singer.
Oh,
the pipes.
Oh, gotcha.
The pipes on the guy who's pretty much the court jester. He's not a court jester, but he's just like like a clown. But like that's Hunchback of Notre Dame. So good. It's so dark, and it's like very much like orchestral and like medieval sounding. It is amazing. That is a great album.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, like Aladdin. I mean, Robin Williams. Come on, knock it out of the park. I mean, you have Beauty and the Beast, which has, some of the best songs of Beauty and the Beast.
Of course, you have Howard Ashman. He was still working on songs for that movie as well as Little Mermaid. So
before he unfortunately died.
Yeah.
And then you have like one of my favorite orchestral songs from the music from Beauty and the Beast was the transformation scene.
Oh, yes.
That was amazing.
So moving. It's great.
And I mean, you
have
Pocahontas. You have Little Mermaid. You have
Mulan.
Oh my! I was just like, I like Mulan. Like, one of the reasons my wife does not want to see the new movie of Mulan, not because she's against it, but because she's like, I kind of want make a man out of you. Like, that's like one of the most famous Disney songs.
Yeah. And where's Mushu? Come on.
Okay, don't
Cutting out Mushu.
Don't do an Eddie Murphy impression. You're not good at it. Nope, way off.
Hercules. Stick banana in the tailpipe.
I love that. I love those movies. So yeah, I mean.
But yeah, no Mushu, Eddie Murphy. Come on, it's great.
No, Eddie Murphy is.
As a comedian, he's amazing.
Yeah, dude. So I mean, honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with a lot of things from the Disney Renaissance. I mean, there are some great gems out there that I think are very underrated as well. I mean, you got The Great Mouse Detective, The Rescuers Down Under.
True.
You also have, like, obviously Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan is really good.
Jungle Book.
Jungle Book. like Fantasia. You got Pinocchio. I mean, there's just
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood's really good. I mean, and then you got like other movies from like today that you can consider. I mean, I would say Moana is in there. I really like Moana. Frozen 2.
Coco's strong.
Coco is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just, as you can tell, we kind of stuck towards like the 90s feel for us because I mean that was like kind of our thing.
Yeah, that was our decade.
Maybe we'll just have to do a new, like, our favorite album from a different generation.
Like
I don't think we hit something that wasn't in the
Renaissance.
Renaissance, did we?
I think you're right.
I think we just stuck to the Renaissance.
Pretty much.
Okay, so this is going to be now called our favorite albums from the Renaissance. Because we didn't really reach any others.
I know, yeah.
So we're going to have another episode based off of other decades.
Yes, looking forward to that.
With Disney. So, what do you have, Greg, for today? I think we're pretty much set.
I think so, yeah.
It was fun.
Great episode. Talked about good stuff.
So you guys, make sure you comment below. Tell us, what do you like to listen to? What Disney album could you just sit and listen through all the way, beginning to end, while you're driving in your car, doing homework, whatever the case may be.
Exactly.
We definitely want to get some conversation going. Once again, like, comment, subscribe. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And My Disney Addiction Podcast is the only place where you can get your Disney fix.
Oh, yeah. Peace.